Steve Jent, Executive Director, Sanderson Farms Championship, in the house. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good, sir, and I thank you for joining us. This is May 24th, and we're talking about the Sanderson Farm Championship. I love it.
I do, too.
I love it.
I do, too.
The date of the championship itself, so people can get their bearings, is when?
It's the week of September 26th through October 2nd, with the second being Sunday, our championship day. You and I have talked about it before. It takes up to a year or more in planning. Now I'm glad I guess I don't have to worry about paying attention to an asteroid. So that's one thing kind of off my list of worries. But there's a whole lot of other things.
Hey, stay tuned. We'll have more. Don't worry about it. So
okay.
We never know what food shortage is going to be next. That said, I checked the forecast for that weekend, and it looks great. So we have no problems.
That is good. One other thing that I can check off my list. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate
Don't
it.
Don't even worry about it. The Farmer Almanacs never let me down.
Never. I know it's there, and you see it when sometimes when you're checking out at grocery stores. I'm always just afraid to look. I just don't want to know. I mean, it'll be what it is, right?
I got my version from 1978. I found somewhere, so I'll just use it, and it's just as good.
Perfect.
So there you go.
Perfect.
All right, now tell me about this because we've got some incredible opportunities. So let's get into this. And if you're a businessman or woman, or you are in charge of that one way or the other, please listen up because these are some great opportunities. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, I mean, I think what everybody kind of needs to understand is when you're planning the tournament for an entire year, we build our arena. So, unlike a school or the Jackson Coliseum, the Coliseum down there, it's there. It's there. We have to build it, and we build what we sell. So, we've got a lot of great opportunities for, organizations to entertain their clients, their customers, their employees, and see the world's best players who are going to be, in Mississippi our week. And we do that. We build something to kind of fit everyone's budget. So, if you want to entertain 2 people or 4 people, up to 75 people, like our friends at Trustmark do each day, there are a lot of different opportunities out there. And again, you're helping Century Club charities impact the economy and specifically charity for the state of Mississippi. So, but what we're having those conversations right now with businesses because the trucks arrive on July 15th with all of the stuff that it takes to build all those hospitality units. So. We have to kind of lock everything down here by the middle of June, and we're just trying to wrap up everything here in the next month or so.
Are we about on par for where we were last year as far as the availabilities?
I would say, both of our programs are sold out, so those are gone. But I think we're about where we are. Again, we can build more if more companies are involved. I think we're about where we are last year. Give or take a little bit, but you've got anything from an open-air pavilion on the 8th green, we call the Trophy Club, skybox on the 18th green, and there's everything from shared food and beverage and seating to private. So really, we can do about everything that a company wants to do at the tournament.
Yeah, if your client base has a lot of golfers in there, or even if they don't, just want a family event, this is a wonderful thing to do. But give me an idea what we're talking on prices. Does it start at $4.5 million, or does it go up from there?
I would love to sell about 100 skyboxes at $4.5 million. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
No, the Trophy Club starts somewhere around $2,500, $3,000 for the week.
Oh, yeah. For the whole week?
Thursday through Sunday, right? When the competition goes,
for the whole,
right? So for the competitive portion of the event. So
very good.
And that's anywhere from 2 to 4 people up to an individual chalet. It's hard to say that this early in the morning. Individual chalet is $75,000 for the week. You host 75 people a day, and then plus food and beverage. So, and then there's everything in between. It's mostly on 8, 9, 18. But again, if somebody says, hey, we want to put a tent, out on the 18th fairway, kind of between 18 and 1, we can do that. So a lot of our conversations are flexible and moving in terms of what an individual organization wants to do.
And please don't forget, this is tax deductible, or is it not on this? For the skyboxes.
Century Club is a 501c3. I don't get a lot of requests for forms. Most companies, I think it's included in like a marketing marketing budget, right?
Perez, mark it down on May 24th. We said the magic words, and the duck didn't come down, but we used chalet and escargot on the same day. So just wanted you to know that.
Matter of fact, I will, Groucho.
Thank you. Have my cigar waiting in the green room. The increase in the purse this year for the tournament is going to be more than it was last year. If it's an increase, how much are we talking about?
It is. We're looking at the purse is almost $8 million, so $7.9 million.
Wow.
For the 65 and tie players that make the cut after Friday. Significant increase from back. I mean, when I got here in 2014, we were $3 million and change. So, it's being a standalone event on the PGA Tour. The commitment of Joe Sanderson, the great folks at Sanderson Farms, and the PGA Tour. And again, I like to say, the world's best players will be in Mississippi our week, nowhere else.
Yeah.
So, they're all great. They're all good.
Any mentioning of anybody you want to mention now as far as who's been locked in?
Yeah, I mean, Sam Burns, who's second in the FedEx Cup standings right now and top 10 in the world. Sam, he announced last year when he won, he's coming back. The challenge, I think, is that we are in next season, right? So these players are just concerned with how they're going to finish this season and trying to get to the Tour Championship in Atlanta. So I don't have a field list yet. I think a lot of our tournaments in the fall, we talk about this all the time. This time of year, we're selling hope and we're selling community support. So we're selling a great event before we really even know who's coming in 4 months. But it'll be the field has gone up in quality and World Golf ranking every year, and I have no doubt it's going to be even better again this year.
Executive Director, Sanderson Farms Championship, Steve Jent. Steve, will it take on a different personality this year with the corporate changes and also the hopefully in the rearview mirror COVID? So is it going to be a little bit of a different personality as far as the complexity of, or just the whole makeup of the tournament?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, every year when someone walks onto the tournament site, I want them to think, wow, that's really cool. That's different than last year. I want it to be some kind of little tweak or something different. I think last year when we were planning, we were still kind of under that cloud of COVID. And we really didn't know how it would turn out, but we had full-blown spectators, really no restrictions, state or local. And, there were still some things that the PGA Tour was having us do from a player standpoint and media standpoint. But I think this year we'll be back to normal, whatever that normal is going to be going forward. Well, in terms of the Sanderson Farm situation, I mean,
hold on, because I want to ask you a little bit of that, and we'll talk about that and a couple of other things here.
Yep.
Also, the 2021 charitable donation broke records that previously we've never seen before. That means a lot of kids and a lot of charitable organizations are better off because of your generosity, and we'll talk about that. Also, if the media is not ahead of schedule, then we will be back when this interlude is over. We're back live. Steve Jent, Executive Director, Sanderson Farms Championship. I will tell you this, for a man or woman who's your client, and they're golf fans, but they've never had a chance to go to, just to get away from work, especially with a business, and go to a golf tournament somewhere, whether it's Atlanta or Georgia, or Carolina, wherever it happens to be. And then all of a sudden, the people you do business with calls and said, hey, how would you like to come and be our guest at the chalet for the PGA in Jackson? I'm a marketing kind of guy, and I'm telling you, that's gold nugget stuff right there. And I don't think, and Steve, it's not forgotten.
Yeah, we think so. I mean, it's first class experience. You get an opportunity, again, hopefully great weather, but if not, it's indoors, and the guys play through rain a lot of times, and it's, again, the world's best golfers in Mississippi that week. There's only 40, including the majors, there's only 45, 46 events, on the PGA Tour. So we think we've got something special here. And not only is it great for your business or great for your employees, but it's great for the community.
Oh, absolutely.
And
the amount of money it pours into the entire metro area is just astounding.
Yeah, you mentioned charities a second ago. I don't know if I'm stealing your thunder, but we gave $1.5 million, which is a record, to Children's of Mississippi through the Friends of Children's Hospital organization last year, and then about another $310,000 to about 62 other Mississippi charities. So, wow, the impact of the tournament, stretches beyond just the country club that week. And then $30 to $40 million is an estimate of what it will be this year and an economic impact to the community and the state. And that's dining, rental cars, hotels, everything.
And some of the people leave out of the metro area and maybe take some time off, go before they get here, or after, stay a while, go to a casino, do some other things, just enjoy it.
Absolutely.
But it's hard to put a figure also on what the television broadcast means.
Oh, I can give you figures. It's that day. It's that week is broadcasting over 300 million households around the world, 192 countries.
Wow.
It truly is a great vehicle for the state of Mississippi to be showcased to the world. So there's a lot of people tuning in. I mean, our viewership's almost triple of what it was just a few years ago. So it's
crazy.
We're going to be on the Golf Channel again, and it's a great opportunity for people to see what we're doing here.
We're going to have the guys there this year. Are there going to be some COVID protocols on that one? And I think one of the things going to be different. We won't have the mask mandates.
No. I wouldn't think so. No, and everybody plan on being back. I mean, we've got PGA Tour Live on the times when Golf Channel's not on, so you can stream it. Every week it's on in my office on Thursday and Friday mornings, and so it's just part of the job, right? So we'll be back to full coverage, just like we were last year.
But again, regarding the corporate changes there that we've ensued since the last tournament, speak to that to the length that you can.
Yeah, I can. A lot. I get asked by all my friends. So you work for Sanderson Farms? I do not. I work for Century Club Charities, and Sanderson Farms is our title sponsor. So I really don't know any more than like what you can see on Yahoo Finance. The sale hasn't closed. It may or may not by the time the tournament rolls around. But we are full speed ahead on planning 2022, just like 21. And then when that situation resolves itself, I'm sure we'll hear about it. You may hear about it before I do. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing for the tournament. We still have 4 years after this left on the title sponsor situation, so it may just be a different.
Well, the other part of that too is it's a proven product now. So the people that can, either a collective group or one individual who could afford it. It is a proven product as far as producing what you want to in publicity and also the charities.
Yeah, it's if you can come alongside us and be a part of the tournament, the impact is far greater than what anyone would spend on an individual sponsorship and our individual ticket.
The venue's the same, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Country Club Jackson. Sure. Absolutely. Yep. We were very happy there. We've got a long-term relationship with them, and just keeps getting better and better.
I appreciate golf. I don't play, but I appreciate golf, and I understand the talent it takes to play at that level. But when I'm watching it, and I do watch it frequently on the Golf Channel, but when I'm watching that tournament, you have no idea if you're in where you are, because that golf course looks as professional, as beautiful. You know that you're in the South because of the botanical giveaways, but it's a beautiful golf course.
Yeah, the alligators kind of give it away sometimes too, right?
Well, South, you're below the Mason-Dixon line.
It's a great time of year for the golf course. It's and Stanley Reedy and his crew out at the club do a phenomenal job. The players tell me, that they are the best Bermuda greens that they see all year long. And that's coming from them. They don't need to say that. So it's the scenery is gorgeous. It's a great spectator golf course because you can see so many different things going on, from just kind of these confluence of holes. And it's just an awesome site.
The other thing, too, that matters to me, and I'm sure it does to other folks, because we're Southern people, is the comments year after year from the caddies, how they're treated and with this tournament. And that's something that's always impressed me and a lot of other folks.
Yeah, and I get
Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality, we want to treat everybody really well. I go out to about half a dozen other PGA Tour events throughout the year, and I talk to caddies and players. And that's the one thing that comes up to all the time is our food's great, and then they're treated really, really well.
Yeah.
And I don't think I think we take for granted our community sometimes. We have an amazing collection of independent restaurants. The food here at night when they go out is incredible. We have great hotels. We have an easy airport to get in and out of. So, our event is so convenient for them and so easy for them. Yeah, $7.9 million to a bunch of guys doesn't hurt either. So they have a great time when we're here. It just matters, it depends. There's, again, 40-something events. They can't play all of them. Does it fit their schedule? And but I know we're going to have a great collection of players. And
Tiger Woods on line 1. Tiger Woods on line 1. Who knows? Yeah, stranger things have happened.
I would take that call. So I would hang up with you, and if my phone lit up right now, you and I wouldn't be talking anymore.
I would beg you to hang up with me.
That would be awesome.
One of the other things, and I'll let you go. I know you got things to do, but one of the other things that always resonated when you said that is that, and it's been quite a few years ago, but I don't think it's changed, in the Jackson metro area, not so specifically within the confines of the city limits of Jackson's, more now than ever, but in the Jackson metro area, which comprises about 500,000 or 600,000 people, it was listed number 1, 2, or 3 in the nation consistently on the variety and the availability of restaurants for that size population. In other words, on a per population basis, we had more variety and offerings in the restaurant area of chains and locals and everything else than just about any other city in the country. We're in top 3, and I'm not sure what that stands today, but that always has resonated with me.
Yeah, I've not seen the survey, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, just from living here myself and hearing everybody talk, it's just, again, we are very fortunate to have a lot of things we do here, and it all helps us put on a great tournament.
All right. So if you want more information, and I think we mention this every once in a while on the air, these are affordable Sanderson Farm Championship packages. They are available through June 15th is my information here.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we'll run a little longer if somebody wants to come in and help us. But we are trying to get everything done by June 15th. It just gets a little more expensive. If I call them on August 1st and say load this up on the truck, it's an additional, shipment, and it's
so let me understand.
We're trying to get everything done next month.
It says June 15th, but if you happen to go to the 16th, if you use the promo code Gallo Radio Show, you might get in.
Yeah, I haven't seen that discount amount. You might pay a premium if you use that code. But
I didn't say anything about the price. I just said you would get in.
We would figure something out. I don't know what day of the week the 15th is. I'll make sure if it's a weekend. I'll make sure John Mercer's working that weekend.
One more thing. Here is the website. It's S as in Sanderson, F as in Farms, C as in Championships. I know that's difficult, folks, but sfc.com. All of the information is there for sponsorship, right?
Absolutely. You can go there. You can go to the Sanderson Farms Championship.com website. There's a couple different sites where we've got it listed. Or, you can give our tournament office a call. We're listed on there too, and we will get somebody taken care of. And again, it all is helping us impact, charities throughout Mississippi.
Are you responsible for getting the next Reveille trophy ordered and done?
The big one is still there. It is just one, and so yes, it's done, but it's been done for years. We'll order the champion or one for him.
I got you.
Yeah, we'll order that after the tournament. But the big one's in our lobby. So if you want to come by our lobby and see it at any time, it's sitting there waiting for you, Paul.
I'm not over Carl yet, but we'll work on it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. As always, Steve Jent. Look forward to seeing you this fall, sir. Executive Director, Sanderson Farm Championship. Congressman Michael Guest, Mississippi District